punished your mental state. But even still, he just was so composed and confident, and I think that's why we're seeing him, continue in this bracket. I'm curious to see how far he'll go.
Yeah, I am as well, especially with some of the top end talent, right, that we're used to seeing at these BrookLAN events, especially the larger ones, over at Genesis down in California this weekend. So not here, right? We still have some heavy hitters. We still have Carflow. We still have Burst and Sean. We still have John Numbers. I don't know if Fawn is in singles, but she is in the venue. Obviously was on the mic before.
I'm not sure either. Yeah.
Right? Like, many talented players in the building. And two more of them are going to be on your screen right now. We've got Astor versus MikemasterX10. Fantastic alliteration.
The good old rhyme.
And an even sillier matchup. We've got ZSS versus Luigi. And Astor has been making waves recently at Xeno.
Yeah, I mean, it's made some really good upsets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike is not really too much of going to Xenos or waypoints. Is able to show up here sometimes, but was the second place finisher in the Arcadian here at BrookLAN. Definitely a very threatening player who is, I was talking about confidence and momentum in the last game. I think Mike is a prime example of that, but does get a little shattered if he ends up losing the lead. Okay, I thought if that flip kick was about to come out, that was like maybe Mike's confidence is going to get a little stifled there.
Not at 76. That's a little bit beyond the range, Achilles. But what we are seeing is, this is very trademark of Astor's gameplay, is this very aggressive ZSS that you don't even see from players like Mars, right? Just very hold forward. I'm going to find the pressure into the extension, the read in the extension. But we don't see it, and we see this very fast decision-making play to his benefit a lot. But what we see in the downside is that sometimes his ability to anti-air you, sometimes his ability to catch you on that defense is a little bit lacking just because of how much he's always looking for that next-level explosive opportunity, just like that flip kick, but it's not going to find its mark.
Yeah, I guess ZSS drift was so crazy there. The Luigi down B had ZSS falling right out. I guess fair for all the moves that ZSS ends up being fallen out from.
If anyone should be allowed to just fall out of moves, if any character was allowed to have PMLG, I would vote ZSS.
Yeah, I mean, she can't even fast fall air dodge. So,
exactly,
yeah,
she can't fast fall air dodge, and you fall out of all her moves. So she should be able to PMLG. Let ZSS fall out of her opponent's moves.
I think fair enough.
Okay.
Oh, man, so Mike really needs to find this kill here. He was looking for 2 reads there, but, Astor, okay, taking a step back right now. I like this.
Yeah, Astor is using a lot of fair here, very interestingly. Going for a lot of rising forward air off the short hop. Fair one of ZSS's strongest combo options, and something that we've seen Astor mix in a little bit with some fastball attempts, but just hasn't found it. And the overcommitment to that forward air has given Mike a lot of opportunities to find cyclones, just like that one, which took the stock. And Astor now has to find a way to mix the high-paced aggression that is working with the evasive defensive movement that ZSS is normally known for.
Yeah, I'm definitely perplexed with all these fair timings, as in it honestly looks like the short hop macro timing.
It is.
I'm sort of hoping that Mike catches onto that and is able to, you can just shield under that and maybe get a up tilt, or at least grab it. Okay, I was like, up tilt, be able to catch a landing.
Bro,
good DI on that up B, though.
I was going to say, and that there they were just both mashing, right? The plasma whip into the buffered up special.
Yeah,
I'm just going to call them out. They both just were swinging for the fences there.
Oh, yeah.
But, if you're Astor, you have the Mike at kill percent, you can take the stock. Mike sees the opportunity to do a Luigi and potentially steal something away early. It makes a lot of sense. But now the only sense that we're going to have is whether Mike can find the sense to make his way back to stage. He can, and a potential reverse. Oh, going to miss the jump punch, and now it's Astor's chance, and he will capitalize.
And Mike actually shielded up, thinking that back air was going to be rising, but it was falling and just getting shield poked on his little boots there. So now he's got to get his boots all buckled together to be able to bring this game back.
One of the big things I'd love to see more from Mike in this set as well is Zerg. right? We haven't seen that plunger come out at all from Luigi.
Do you think he can outrange those ZSS
It's not about outranging it. It's about it being an active hitbox that falls that he can use in combination with Fireball to stuff out this way that Astor specifically is playing, right? This jump in off the single hop hold forward. It's not the flip kick evasive base ZSS. It's this occupying that short hop, full hop space coming towards you. That plunger is one of the best options in the game to stuff out, but you know what else is? A 0 to death. And Astor was going to give Mike the chance, but he just couldn't execute it.
Unfortunate. We're very used to Luigi's closing it out there, but, you know, every now and then, they got to do it their hard way. Let's see if, you know, who's going to take it here. Astor in the lead slightly. He's really throwing out these forward airs and these up airs, man. Mike is not able to find a punish, though.
And there it was, that Zaire finally coming out. But the first grounded dash attack we've seen all set long from Astor to call it out on reaction. Very smart from him. Now that's a potential option, but just didn't like the idea. DI to go for the jump punch for Cyclone and is going to get boost kicked for it. Mike was able to push Astor to the limit in that game one, but just came up a little bit short. And even then, almost got there with quite a few dropped combos, dropped executions, and dropped reads that Astor just didn't have in the gameplay. I think Mike has all the potential in the world here to take this game too. He just needs to not lose confidence.
Yeah, there was only one time there even where Astor wasn't holding the gas forward, and maybe that made Mike hesitate a little bit, but again, like, he was able to find that Zaire on the last stock, was able to find it up tilt. Like, there are many openings that he's able to get in order to get kills, but he's, you know what, if we're going to play a game of pressing buttons, I'm going to press the character who has the most dominant buttons maybe in the game.
And also the character who maybe has the worst matchup against ZSS in the game.
Any character.
Like, hold on, Mike. Hold on, Mike. I don't think this is the checkmate you think it is.
Like, he literally could have gone banjo. he has a good banjo, and I mean, he can definitely stay in the air to get out of the way of ZSS as banjo. But Rob, you're just too big to be able to do that, really.
Exactly, but you know, on the flip side, right, we have seen that this matchup is doable. Obviously, Zamba most recently, right, beating Mars over at Super Smash Con, but right now, Astor just really playing this matchup perfectly disciplined to a T. Utilizing those Zairs as a big body to stuff you out, condition your landing, bait out an air dodge, and then just grab you on your landing, or pivot cancel down. F-tilt, angle it down to get the tech chases, and just pressure that across the stage. This is a lot slower, more stereotypical version of ZSS than we saw from Astor in Game 1, and I think the playstyle adjustment is also throwing Mike for a loop here.
Oh my god,
what a
caught the air dodge. Yeah, unfortunate we saw Astor trying to grab top. Clearly hasn't watched John Numbers' video to be able to get the top, you know, collection on point, but maybe, oh my gosh, all right, the raw back air going to take it. I do like that instead of going for fair, able to get the kill. Let's see if Mike can get some extension off stage here.
Was able to catch that jump there with the gyro, but just not able to keep it going, and gonna give Astor the chance to reset. Very dangerous position to be above ZSS there when she's under the platform like that, but somehow still managed to find his way out just by standing still, turtling up, played to the Supreme, and now the wall jump to get back. The scramble is just not going either player's way. They're finding the stray hits, but just nothing significant right now, Achilles.
I know. What do you think Astor is trying to look for here for like combo start? I was seeing like 2 up smashes, 2 missed grabs.
Honestly, there, it's just poke with ZSS and look for positioning, right? Try and bait out an initial dash or a buffered air dodge or a jump that actually allows you to capitalize with something like up air, back air, smash, or smash attack. If they jump and try to land on you, you can often use up tilt reactively just because of how fast it comes out. And there it was again, right? Trying to catch that panic option with the up smash. This is what ZSS relies on, is putting you in these awkward situations that cause you to panic, and then she finds that read on the continuation.
Right. That's sort of what I was expecting, though, is that Mike isn't really one to panic. And, I mean, so far it just feels like their openings haven't been the most calculated, and they've just kind of like, you know, if it hits, it hits. Like, I've seen Astor now get 2 follow-ups off of Zaire, Unfortunately, that was probably meant to be a raw back air instead of down air.
I actually think that was supposed to be a down air because if you roll in there, that down air pops up on the platform and you get the up air straight.
Oh, okay.
Or you
I didn't
can
know that.
potentially find a whole lot there. But
Damn, that would have been cool.
The Plasma Whip is going to reach out and just barely not do it. Astor now pulling out all the tricks, right, has shown us in Game 1 and now each stock here in Game 2, just new ways to kill, right, new attempts, and is just really limiting the style of play, the style of options we've seen from them throughout this set, and that gradual revealing of the cards in your hand is how you win a game of high-level Smash Bros. Astor has the mental game lockdown, but can he solve this MikemasterX, Rob?
Sorting out the nairs there, trying to get a flip kick early off stage. They right that down air popping up Mike on the platform, missing the tech. Mike has missed every tech so far. You know, maybe Astor is going to look for a setup here to close out the game.
Wow, just unfortunately buffering the roll out to get caught by the weak hit back here. That's going to put you in a bad situation, Achilles. And now no jump, no flip kick, but gonna have it back. So going to be able to find a way back to stage. And now the Zair gonna just opt to reset to neutral instead of trying to pursue with an up air, recognizing that you can't kill off that interaction and you need one more.
I love that Mike just realized, like, wait, I'm in the lead right now. Let me just throw out these projectiles. I'm not even going to bother.
Mike literally started to run towards ledge, saw he was in the lead, and you just saw him turn around and just stand there for a second. It was hilarious.
Okay, raw up smash is not going to be able to get out in time. I wonder if Mike is just going to keep chipping away here, or he's going to find something.
Oh, no, he went for the early boost kick, trying to reversal. He thought there was going to be...
He tried to swag on him. He
tried.
He
didn't. No, he didn't.
I thought did the reverse up be to kill?
So let's talk about this situation here at the end of the game.
I know. We all know this.
Because this is one of the most like, actually weirdly complex, like, SDs you'll ever see. Air dodges, drifts back. And the second he drifts back, he's baiting. He's trying to bait out specifically a drop zone there. He's not trying to bait out this. He didn't expect this double jump. So he buffers the up special, because if you drop zone, that dare comes out there, the
you're
up
dead.
Special connects, and he wins the game. It was a calculated bait. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, I was just crazy he went for that. I mean, Mike was playing so safe there in the end.
I will say, though, that's like a ZSS classic. You see Mars go for it all the time. We saw him go for it just a couple weeks ago at Mecha Noodle and Mash Harder the last few weeks, as did Leviathan, formerly Nido Sharp. So the ZSS players love to go for those boost kit kind of reversals in suicide scenarios, partially because, I mean, their character just needs to.
Yeah, I mean, so far Mike hasn't even bothered to go off stage to do like a side B or like really get anything else besides just shooting projectiles. I mean, Astor is just getting all this chip damage on stage. So I don't know what this stick pick on PS2 here is for. Maybe to get an early up B kill. I mean, you're just giving Mike more space to do what he did last game.
I think you're okay with more space here as ZSS because, again, those platforms
better
in the
stage,
right?
technically.
Well, Bob has to expend gyro or laser, and has to already have those resources prepped to consistently be able to catch ZSS circle camping him. This stage being so wide with the high platforms is huge for Astor and being able to control the pace of play, which is something that he did very well in Game 1, but Game 2, as you mentioned, Mike was able to really slow down and lock in. This game, however, it feels like he's catching out and baiting these gyros and is counter-controlling the pace by forcing Mike to feel like he has to gyro when that's actually what Astor wants.
Yeah, and he got that opening just based off of that play. I mean, that's a great point. Oh, really good option there on the get-up attack. I mean, he also saw that Mike does not have the best mash. I know this personally, but maybe Astor just saw that opening now. So hopefully, maybe Mike could step up the mash there when he needs to.
And that F tilt, unfortunately, not getting the angle you want. That down angle sets up to a tech chase scenario there, which would have been huge. But instead, that one miss input's going to lead to the pile driver reversal and going to miss the forward air, though, and give Astor another chance to pick things back up. He's going to miss space slightly in turn, and this is a full-on scramble right now. But Achilles, both players recognize that this is a break stock here for in game number 3. It could be the difference between victory or defeat, but you have to find your way out of this pile driver, not once, but twice, and going to do so somehow barely. Mike trying to get a little too cheeky with it.
Yeah, I had not seen up tilt in the Smash before, honestly. Was that the weak hit? I don't even know why the angle is so odd. It's usually, of course, that confirms to the up air. Anyways, I mean, getting the grab off the air dodge, clearly Astor is showing a little bit of fear now. Okay, Mike is still living, even though the DI was down, not perfectly in. Okay, the back airs. Mike is just going to hold center stage.
And there was that fast drop through plat, air dodge, cancel your fastball you were mentioning before, right? This character not able to, as you said, fastball, air dodge. There is that up smash finally, right? We haven't seen it all game long as that get off me tool at close range, as that anti-air that ZSS leans on. We really haven't seen Astor do it, but we are going to see the paralyzer on the pivot.
Oh my God.
He's been looking for those Achilles, but he hasn't found one yet.
No, that was also the first
most,
time Mike had even teched, and he called out the roll in, which is really impressive.
To be fair, though, he has been fishing for that roll in on the pivot every single time.
I know. Mike, that was the first time he teched it. I was like, okay.
Oh, and now reading the tech, but just miss-spacing it, not going to find a punish there. Great patience from Mike, delaying the dash to avoid that grab and turn, and now he's going to fight his way back from the corner, reversal off the overextension, and just reset to neutral.
Ooh, nice spot dodge here. Is able to get something, but the mash is too good from Astor. Maybe Mike can catch him in the air. This is going to flip kick from ledge, okay.
Yep. And I like that mix-up there.
Oh, he wanted the tech chase on the plat. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that being said, that is down.
No, Mike, his mash is too good. You can't do that.
Hold on, Achilles. Now it's in the corner. It's do or die time for Astor. He's able to flip kick back, find the Zair. Now it's all game of pressure. This could be it. He dropped it. He went for one extra up air. He could have had the boost kick and the world, but just didn't want to commit and gives Mike that one extra chance that could be inconsequential or could be the difference maker.
Oh, gosh. The high down air is just catching Astor whiffing. Mike was so scared there in the corner. I thought Astor maybe would go for an up smash on the whiff. Okay, no roll in this time.
Finally finding the patience and that beautiful little shimmy on the neutral air to Weevo around the pressure.
And flip kick again. Adapting with the back air this time, punishing it instead of letting him get scot-free. Really good stuff from Mike, even though we didn't think the Rob could do it, but here we are.
Hey, man, sometimes, we get surprises in the strangest packages. Sometimes that's you being called to the TO desk for lunch, and sometimes that's the Luigi player pulling out a pocket Rob to find the comeback. Astor, though,